What's going on, guys? This is Makai. So we have the character details for Nnoitra Gilga. So we're going to be analyzing his character a little bit more. If you appreciate videos like this, then make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. I go over the characters on a weekly basis, as well as going over brand new characters. When a game comes out, we'll be breaking down the characters' gameplays and playing them and finding the combos and all of that stuff. So make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. Nnoitra got his new PNG posted on the website. They have him posted up with his right hand reaching towards the screen, with him looking slightly towards it with a snare. Nnoitra looks cool. Nonetheless, I think he's one of the more accurate models for his character when it comes to this game. I think the best one so far has been Hisagi, if I'm being honest, but Nnoitra is right there with him. As with all of the characters, he has an overview slash figure that speaks about him. It says that he's the 5th Espada in his Zanpakuto toe. It's supposed to be Santa Teresa, but instead it states Senkoku Manpaku. It's just bad translation. And then it says his command to return to his original form is pray. And then it says he claims to have the hardest steel skin of all Espada. He is the most battle crazy of the Espada and shows an abnormal obsession with being strong. I am using the Google Translate. Well, when I make use of the translation tool in the Firefox, it states that his Zanpakuto is Saint Crown. So at least its translation a little bit better. And it says the answer to his blade is pray. He calls himself the steel leather with the highest hardness of all 10 edges blades. He is a battle fanatic of the 10 edge. So basically the Google translation ones are more accurate. Now getting into his action features, for the Google translation it states that he's a close range character who uses powerful unblockable techniques to break down opponents. Contra to his giant scythe's appearance, he has few long reaching techniques, so be careful not to miss an opportunity if you don't choose your techniques carefully. His special flash attack, his spiritual pressure technique 1 charged, and spiritual pressure technique 2 are all unblockable techniques. And although they are difficult to hit with a large gap, they're very powerful and can bring a big return if they hit. Basically what they're telling you is that even though all those YouTubers made those videos and sheer excitement like, oh, Nnoitra has unblockables, this is gonna be dangerous. Yeah, they're basically telling you, hey, look guys, look, it's balanced. Don't worry. It's actually gonna be harder to pull this off. You're actually gonna have to require some skill to pull off the unblockables. Yeah, basically the way I take it is that this kind of reassures people that, hey, look, if you forgot there's balance in this game, even though every other week people are arguing that this game has balance, but then when we see unblockables, oh my god, that seems broken, and then they reassured us. Now getting into his stats on the website, Nnoitra has a 5 in attack. Speed, he is one of the slowest characters in this game with a 1. Reach, he also has a 1. Goes to reassure you that when it comes to his reach, he's fodder. His attack and his durability are his main things. If you like close range fighters, he's your guy. But I hate close range fighters that are slow. But he also has a 2 in his skill. His attack and durability that are his main things. The side description says that of the Espada, and basically he has the hardest hierro of the Espada. Blah blah blah, he wants to be the strongest. But I'm surprised his ease of use is actually set at a 2. Which likely means that his whole unblockables are a lot harder to make use of. If that is the case, a character like him is probably going to have a harder time until people learn how to use him correctly. Now, even though you guys do remember his moveset, we're going to go over it again. So his signature move, he takes a stance, he gains a block stock. His armor is given to the flash attacks and special flash attacks. Essentially, if he makes use of one of these two attacks, he has armor, allowing him to interrupt his opponent's attacks. Once this is used, or when he's under attack, the stock is consumed. Then his Spiritual Pressure 1 move, he holds a scythe and slams it with force. Pressing and holding the button becomes an unblockable if charged. We already know if you just press it, then it comes out relatively fast, and if you hold it, yeah, it becomes an unblockable. Then the Spiritual Pressure Technique 2 move. He kicks up with his right foot to attack, and when he hits, he chases with a continuation. Basically does a series of slashes and stuff and then ends it off with a Seto. You guys seen the move. And then his Awakening performance is enhanced by releasing swords and releasing the sacred. It's called Santa Teresa. The field of use has not changed much, but the increase in attack power makes the person even more likely to turn the game around in one shot. Let me just break down Nnoitra as this. Close range fighter that can be deadly in the right hands, but he ain't fast, he don't got a whole lot of skill, and he got unblockables. If you got a longer range character, yeah, he cooked, unless that person can fight with Nnoitra very effectively. I'd imagine if you're fighting with someone who is more long range, you might want to make use of the block stock so that way you can get, you know, immunity with the flash or special flash attacks. Because notice that even though you get a block stock, that's not applied when you're using the Spiritual Pressure techniques. So perhaps you can find a way to counter that I just said Nnoitra could do, or vice versa. And I think that's why his ease of use is set at a 2. Once again, Nnoitra is a character that is going to take skill to make use of. Anyone who thought he was going to be a character that would essentially become a spammer and a problem, you're wrong. You're all freaking wrong. And that's fortunate. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that too much. But that's going to end things off here. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. Again, quick analysis on Nnoitra's character, breakdown, whatever you want to call it. I'm Makai-san. Hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on these. As I've stated, we'll be going over characters until all of them have released, and then from there we'll be breaking down the characters when the game drops, so don't miss out on that. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Makai-san, what yo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.